Alright, it's literally about 5 minutes to 11 right now. I'm honestly not even sure why I'm doing this. Although, more than likely, as I said before, with videos like this is going to be posted first thing in the morning. So, this may even go along with another video or two in the morning as well. I'm not real sure. Just depends on what I'm thinking and what's actually on my mind at that point. Perhaps I'll probably be reacting to shows like Good Morning Football or perhaps Get Up, even First Take to some degree. But it's just real wild. I haven't thought about it. I actually have watched a couple of videos. Definitely been in the whole Twitter X-verse, whatever you want to call that. And actually just got done listening to an on-demand podcast on YouTube. Shout out to Let's Talk Broncos podcast. Um, Definitely some interesting insight. I notice a lot of people talking about pretty much the rebuild, which I hate to have to say it, but we're literally at that point. I have a tough time believing that a lot of guys like Cortland Sutton, um, Garrett Bowles, and even Justin Simmons, perhaps even Jerry Jeudy could be gone, because I think we were hoping to get a lot out of him. He's been a significant disappointment. I mean, I'm thinking about back to when I think it was before the pandemic year, and we had actually picked these dudes up in the draft, him and KJ Hamler, and Hamler hasn't been able to stay healthy, and I don't know what it is with Jeudy, but he doesn't seem to really show that he's made any active effort towards getting better. It just is sad to see, and we thought we were getting the best route runner in that draft. I mean, I'm thinking about guys like Henry Ruggs. My uncle's even mentioned Justin Jefferson, who is probably the best receiver in the league right now. I believe Jamar Chase was also in that draft. A lot of guys that, if we'd have looked at them, I mean, it just is real baffling to me, because this just boils down to some poor decision making, and that's really all on the front office. And I hate to say it, but this is where I hate the idea of this being a thought in my mind, but I feel like George Paton is largely to blame. I mean, I think about just those choices that just for whatever reason haven't panned out in the draft for the most part, and of course the free agency signings that he's brought in, and then of course there's the fact that he gave up everything that he did just to bring Russell Wilson. I mean, I'm really looking back on that day when I found out about that trade, and it was literally not even 20 or 30 minutes or so after they had announced that Aaron Rodgers decided to stay with the Green Bay Packers, because there was heavy speculation that we were going to trade for him. And now at this point, I'm wishing that actually had been the case, or at least anything but what we did as far as Russ was concerned. I honestly can't believe that this was actually the move, and it sort of strikes me in a real strange way because I didn't think about this up until maybe a couple of hours ago, but I've had to think about not just the things that happened in the game today, but really a lot of things that I've heard a lot of people say, a lot of different viewpoints that I've been hearing. And a lot of people, well, I can't really say a lot of people, but it just is really weird because there's something to be said about these new regimes that come in, that take over, and they're gonna make the team over into their own image. And I gotta say, I'm not really sure entirely what Sean Payton's vision is. I'm not even really sure if there's really anything that I could look at as being remotely serious as far as the long-term plan is concerned. And hell, I don't even know that he's going to be the type that's going to stick around beyond the next couple of years, before something else comes along that he finds more appealing. I mean, maybe this is all happening because he seems to see his guy in the draft, whether it's Caleb Williams, whether it's Bo Nix, whether it's Drake May, or whoever the hell people may have in mind. I mean, hell, for all I know, he might even be waiting another year for Shedeur Sanders. I mean, I have no idea what this man actually has in mind at this point. But one thing that is certain is that what's happening right now is not working. And what's been happening since 2015 just hasn't worked. And that's real hard for me to be able to say that, especially for the fact that this is coming off a situation where, it seemed as if ever since Elway retired, the Broncos just haven't been able to find the guy that is that guy. I mean, I'm not 100% sure where the shortcomings really are from, where that's concerned. I mean, because we're talking about over 20 years. Like, I think 24 years, going on 24 years now, of that being an issue. I mean, sure, it was great to bring in Peyton, but we didn't win that Super Bowl because of him. I mean, we didn't lose Super Bowl 48 so much because of him either, but we didn't win Super Bowl 50 because of him. That's just the reality. So, I don't know. I mean, it's at a point now to where either George Paton has got to go, or he's got to be good with being that dude that simply does as he's told, and that's largely by Sean Payton, because he's got to be the one putting the pieces together now, and it's really that simple. But I don't know. Like I said, this is going to be posted sometime early in the morning. When y'all see this, let me know what y'all think. I mean, I just had to get this off real quick. I'm tired of talking about this. I'm just generally tired at this point. Like I said, it's after 11 now. But either way, let me know what y'all think. I'm going to leave it at that. I will try to do other shit in the morning along with this, and hopefully separate from this, but who knows.